Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Today we're going down the rabbit hole. The rabbit hole of misinformation.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
What do you got for us?
Well, because we've had the insiders and everything saying we should definitely probably get some Star Wars announcements this month, the plot now thickens. Okay, so first off, there was an article that came out from Disney Plus UK, and it kind of was trying to go over projects that were coming out on Disney Plus for 2024.
Sure.
They went over some Marvel stuff, some
went rogue,
rando
didn't they?
stuff, some Star Wars stuff.
They went rogue and said something they weren't supposed to.
For the Star Wars stuff, they only listed 2 titles. They listed The Acolyte and Skeleton Crew. Which is kind of peculiar because we all kind of want Andor next year.
Not kinda.
Kind of a lot want Andor now.
Yeah, if I could pick one of those 3. Yeah.
I'm saddened, but if Andor has to wait till 2025 to be the kind of show Star Wars deserves,
Fair.
I guess I'll suck it up a little bit.
I will wait
and
as long as
be
I have to.
Patient-ish. But they didn't even mention Bad Batch Season 3, which is probably the most finished product they have.
I was just going to say, like we just talked the other day, that Bad Batch is supposedly done, and I mean, it's not a rumor, it's kind of our speculation that it might be next up, right?
They also haven't talked about Season 2 of Tales of the Jedi, which we kind of thought we were
I thought
getting.
that was confirmed for 2024,
I kind of thought they were doing this thing where one year they do Tales of the Jedi, the next year we get a Star Wars Visions.
Yeah,
It's kind of like their shorts that they drop all at once.
You should work at Lucasfilm. They could
you.
use you.
We know that everything kind of got slowed down because of the strikes, but those are over. Everything's been shooting again. So where were they in the announcement? One thing that was interesting that people noted is in the Marvel stuff, they talked about like Echo, they talked about Agatha, the Darkhold Diaries.
Is that what it's called now?
Yeah, that's the third title, yes.
I was going to say that. I know it said some titles.
There was Covenant of Chaos, and I have like all of their... You know what's sad is I have all of their logos from when they officially said it.
Yes.
It's like, whatever. But yes, and they also announced X-Men 97 is coming next year, which is animated. So I don't know why they didn't announce Bad Batch for Star Wars.
So they announced a Marvel animated project, but not a Star Wars one. So does that really mean no Bad Batch? That can't be possible.
The article got pulled. This all got pulled down from the internet.
See,
Could
I told
be
you
because it was
this was
missing
an unauthorized breach.
Well, it could not just be that it was inaccurate. It could be that it was missing information. Like maybe they're like, hey, you forgot Bad Batch. Hey, you forgot this project. Hey, you forgot that. Well, and it might have to be retooled.
I would imagine there would be a bigger official announcement of this first instead of just like, here's an article.
Of everything coming. Yeah.
They tend to make a big deal out of these things.
Because they should be making a big deal out of those things.
So X-Men 97 next year, too.
Well, they pulled the article, so maybe.
I loved that show when I was a kid.
It was a good show.
It was so good.
Yeah. Iconic theme. Julie was my favorite character on that show for a long time. She was, the everyman mutant.
She kind of was, wasn't she?
She was
when you get introduced and like, here's how it all works. These are what mutants are, and here are
she was struggling with her powers, and
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. She was your layman, your everyman, your entry point.
She was, yeah.
Yes.
Not Wolverine, you mean?
No. And hey, at first she didn't like Wolverine.
How could she not like Wolverine?
Remember, she liked Gambit right off the bat, and then she and Wolverine.
How could you not like Gambit either? Yeah.
Well, she thought that Gambit was one of the people who were there trying to help her, and then she wandered into the danger room, and Wolverine was fighting against Gambit, so she thought he was a bad guy.
the first episode.
Oh, yeah, way early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night of the Sentinels, yeah. Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, I like
Good
those.
stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that again before next year, apparently.
No, you're on the wrong topic, though.
Yep. Here we go again.
So the article got shut down. I think it had more to do with the fact that maybe things were missing that should have been there than it was entirely inaccurate.
Let's hope it's stuff missing, not like, oh, you announced things that we're not releasing, actually.
I'm actually getting to the point where I believe Andor won't come out this next year. Which
You take that back.
I know, I want it to. I really do. But I do think that they have to stretch their content out a little bit because 2025 might look a little bleak in the live action field.
Why sacrifice Andor? He already sacrificed himself for all of us.
Because it's the project that was the least done. Yeah. But they did, of course, throw out another synopsis for The Acolyte because there aren't enough of those trying to tell us what the show is because nobody knows.
A rising dark side power.
Not this
something
time.
like okay.
It says that The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers.
That's the same one.
In the final days of the High Republic era, a former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated.
It's the same one.
It is the same one, isn't it?
Yep. That's what they've been telling us for like 2 years now, I feel like.
I don't like that. I thought this was supposed to be from the perspective of the dark side people, but when they're saying a former Padawan reunites with her master, it makes it sound like we're still hearing it from the side of the good guys. And I kind of wanted this from the perspective of, the other side. Somebody possibly being seduced by the dark side. Because this was originally supposed to be like, what? A set of twins.
That's the rumor.
The rumor was all a set of twins. One of them got taken by the Jedi to be trained, and the other wasn't good enough.
Well, apparently we can just train you up, so they should have taken them anyway.
Well, the Old Republic didn't believe in training up. They just took what was good. Like, why bother to polish a turd when there's gold right there?
Oh, my God. I mean, it's a pretty good logical statement there. Yeah. I mean, if I had to choose between polishing one or the other.
Well, like, if they're the same cost and you could buy one of two houses and they're the exact same price, would you take the fixer-upper or the brand new one with all the, with the furniture? It's the same price.
What's the square
Why would
footage?
you do the extra work? Same.
Okay.
They're identical houses, but one's definitely needs some love.
Yes, I'm being annoying or trying to be.
Yeah. And you are annoying. But yeah, that was pulled down. On to our second piece of misinformation. I don't even know if you've heard about this one. So, there was a rumor that's been flying around the internet now, started like yesterday or the day before, that the Daisy Ridley-led Star Wars film was supposed to begin filming April of 2024.
Wow.
Yeah.
Supposed to?
Yeah, that was the rumor that's been flying around.
You mean it's still going to, or is that like pre-strike stuff?
It's a rumor, I think.
Well, okay.
But it's incorrect as well. Sources have come out and said that the script isn't ready yet because of the strike, so they don't expect to start filming before summer.
So soon, we're actually going to have a Star Wars film in production for the first time in like forever here.
Mm-hmm. And it does mean that they could still make the deadline.
2026, Christmas, yeah.
It's still doable.
And then it's like May 2027, isn't it? Isn't there like another one right after that?
I think
we have like slotted right now?
I think so.
Okay.
But this could still very much happen, out on time.
Because that would be 2 years.
And once it's in production, the new misinformation trail will start.
Once the Rey movie is officially in production, that'll be interesting. Because right now there's this prevailing thought that it never will get there.
But
many are very skeptical.
Done.
Sure. Well, we've had scripts before when movies didn't come to fruition, right? But I mean,
this one I think is going to
once
happen.
we get like set leak images of Rey on set and it's real, I'm very curious to see what the reaction will be. As I have said,
I always want to hope for Star Wars. I want to root for Star Wars. I want to think that they can learn from their mistakes, just like people do. That we can learn from our mistakes and we can fix things, make things better, acknowledge what happened, and let it go.
My sentiments exactly. I always root for Star Wars. That doesn't mean I don't sometimes have my doubts.
The Force Awakens Rey, in my opinion, was a good character that got destroyed within the next movie, and that's what made everything really rough. Yeah. I mean, let's be fair. All the characters were destroyed in the second movie.
Sure.
Not a single character came out of there unscathed.
No.
Let's be fair.
We got Finn and Poe got side quested. Rey got to meet grumpy Luke.
They said, they just ruined everybody in that second movie. Rey being the most noticeably ruined. I
don't know.
Well, Rey and Luke.
I think Luke is a given, but I mean, the thing is, like, Rey was most notable, but like shipping off Poe and Finn on the side quest with Rose was like awesome.
I choose to forget that even happened.
Yeah, every time I hear someone talk about how much they like the movie, because there are people who like it, obviously, like they rarely bring up the whole Canto Bite thing. Oddly enough, curious.
They even ruined Maz Kanata by making her like have some weird.
Oh my God! Why remind me of that
for the coder?
Yeah, more than a thing, an implied.
I mean, it was cute in the first movie when she was talking about her boyfriend Chewbacca. That was cute.
Yes, it was.
It was like a little old granny who comes over and goes, "Oh, there you are, sweetie." It was kind of like that.
Yeah, but it got weird.
It got weird. It got weird hard.
Yes, it did. We'll leave it at that.
But maybe they can fix this going into the next movie. Maybe they can start over, wipe their own slate clean, and go, "Hey, we're sorry. Let's try again."
Hope is like the sun. If you only believed in it when you could see it.
We cannot forget that Rogue One was good. It
was great. Yeah.
Solo was passable.
Sure, I like Solo.
There's a lot I liked about Solo. But there were some issues, yes.
Could be called Han's big week because like everything more important in his life happens in a week. But I enjoyed the film. Important. Fine enough.
And last Skywalker thing, Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of the Last Skywalker.
The Rise of the Last Skywalker. Tried. It just didn't have enough time to actually fix. Yeah. I don't even know how you try to fix to come back from that.
You need another trilogy to fix the previous.
You need Luke to wake up and go, what a horrible dream.
Yes.
Oh, Rey, a lightsaber, thank you.
Oh, Rey.
I must have zoned out there.
Yeah, I had this weirdest vision from the Force.
I had a vision of what would happen had I thrown this away.
Why would you ever do that, Master Skywalker?
I
don't know.
I wouldn't, clearly.
I wouldn't. I'm Luke Skywalker.
But yeah.
I'm here to rescue you.
Starting in the summer is when it is expected to start filming, and we'll
All right, well, we'll be covering it here, you know? We'll give you all the little juicy rumors and tidbits and everything else.
From our super not secret sources, the internet.
The internet. All right.
I want some secret sources. If you're a secret source and you actually know stuff, I love
get secret source emails from time to time from people who claim to be, and I've only had one that ever turned out to be really dead on. Someone predicted long before the Palpatine trailer came out, or the Rise of Skywalker trailer came out, they told me how the trailer was going to go with the ending of the Palpatine laughing and all that, so that person was right. Either they guessed really well, or they actually sent me some juicy... That's a hard
guess.
That's a very hard guess, and they nailed it. So that person can email me again at any time. Anyway, that's all we got for you this time. Now it is your turn to take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any and all of today's news, and let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.